Hi, welcome to the Lights Out Podcast. I am William. I'm one of the hosts for the podcast, and I just wanted to say thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope you stay for the entire thing. And if you can't, that's fine. It's a little bit of a long one. Maybe just come back later, finish it, do what you want. I would just ask that if you guys want to, it would be greatly appreciated if you interacted in some way, maybe a sub, maybe a like, maybe a comment on the video saying what we can do better or what we can add or that you just enjoyed it. Whatever you can do, we would really appreciate it. Yeah, this is one of my favorite episodes, so I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, have fun.
Welcome to the Lights Out Podcast.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Why you gotta
Um,
talk over him?
Sorry. Go ahead.
welcome. I'm this week's host. I'm Tiago. I'm joined with the usual William and Damien. You know these guys. And today we will notice another person on the couch next to us. And it is, would he like to introduce himself?
I'm Justin. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you.
That is Justin. Justin is our first foreigner on the podcast, our token foreigner.
What?
Thank you, Justin.
Why are we specifying it like that?
Because he
Is that like actually like a goal? We have diversity.
It was mine.
Okay. I mean, yeah, we've only had white guests, I suppose.
Now we have Asian, which is
We're getting there.
yeah, baby steps.
Yeah.
Next, we'll have a female.
Oh, whoa, hold on. Let's not ruin the sanctity.
Okay, my bad. I apologize.
But yeah, Justin, as soon as we threw the idea of guests into the mix, Justin was one of my first candidates, if not the first, the second. And so I've been waiting for this day for a long, long time, and I am very, very excited because he has opinions on things that we get to discuss about today. But first thing first, how's everyone doing?
Have you planned anything to discuss about today?
Two things, like I said.
Okay.
Two things.
I also
Two
want to
things.
two more things. You're allowed to lay back. I'm just saying. But
You
also,
can get comfy, yeah.
But also,
You
Damien,
would
if
wanna
you
fill
want, if I can do the passing.
I don't know how to pass.
Okay,
I've never
I'll pass
passed
it. You
before.
you just hold your mic and look cute. Okay.
I'm not a good pass.
So sorry, I didn't want to. We should have probably just discussed.
I don't like
that
handing
before.
over the
But
power.
yeah,
I'm more of like a keep it
If
for
if you
myself
need,
kind of guy.
if
Says
you
the
want
white
to
guy.
say something, just
yeah.
look at me and I got you.
Yeah. How I was gonna ask, how are you guys? How's this week been?
Bro.
It's
Did
been
you
a
take
week.
your senior skip day off?
Our
They don't have the same day as us.
Me and Justin go to the same school, and I think our senior skip day passed. I heard something about it like in third quarter.
My senior skip day was really busy.
Our-
I did not have a day off.
What did you do on your? Senior
I did not
skip
I
day?
either.
woke up, saw my insurance company to get my money, and then left there to go get a suit fitted for prom, and then left there to go get my truck moved to a shop. Then I left there to go to a chiropractor, and then I left there to bring Stevie somewhere, and then I left there to go work on my truck, and then I left there to go home and take a nap, and then I left there to come here.
Wow. Okay. Now I get why you didn't want to do it
was
today.
Your senior. That explains.
I went to the beach.
Were you wondering why he went to the beach?
No, I just forgot that was today. I was wondering why his feet were sunburned.
Dude.
Wanna
Show
the
them your
camera?
feet. Yeah, show
No,
the
I'm not
camera
showing
your
them my
feet.
Show them your
fucking
dog,
feet.
Dude,
bro.
if you show them
No.
your feet, when we become famous, you will be on a website for your feet. You know that, right?
I'm honestly kind of intrigued by that. I
There's
want
like a
my
whole
feet on a
website that's
website.
celebrity feet.
I have really nothing to say about that topic, to be honest.
You're not in that.
I don't know. I thought
not
maybe
into
he
the
might
feet
want to say something about
topic? Yeah,
feet.
what the heck, man?
But like, I don't know. They
I'll tell
hurt.
everyone in class that your feet are really red, and I'll make you take your shoes off tomorrow.
Oh God, yes.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway,
but it was a week senior skip day. All right, not
Yeah.
bad.
it's a 5-day weekend.
After the beach, I went directly to work.
And then after work,
I came here.
and did this.
Yeah, now we're doing this.
on
Now
our,
we're doing
on our, in our
We're busy
podcast
people,
room.
guys.
Justin,
we're busy
your
people.
day.
I forgot. I remember now.
All right, Justin, your day.
My day?
How
Pretty
did
chill.
how did it start?
I woke up to an alarm I did not place, but then I immediately saw your message of, wow, I cannot find my leave for, what is it we're doing? Nursing.
What is it we're doing?
CNA clinicals.
Oh, they've
Uh-huh.
mentioned that before.
We've today was our first day at the nursing home clinical, which
Is
is
there a
all
lot
the
of
way
old, sad people.
all old sad people who don't know their names, all the way in Shell Point. How was it? Your nursing experience?
Honestly, I felt really sad. It was,
for
it
the
was,
bunch
it
of
was just-
old sad people.
No, they were like really happy about it, which was like, oh, that's sweet, but they're not gonna really leave this building.
That is their resting place. They have found their last home.
Dude, and it's just that white building. It was white, right?
it's always a
Yeah,
white
Not
it's a
even,
white
brown
building.
or,
It's
like,
a
made
white-
of wood.
like super white tan, like you're making
looks
like
an
a
office
latte.
building.
Yep. And it's got a smell that smells like knitting and sadness.
Walking around the desks smell like some industrial sanitizer. It's just pure chemicals, like the
They don't want the old people all over it.
yeah. What wing were you?
Oh, 6A.
Wait.
Long-term care.
Long-term care.
So they weren't that old yet.
You know what I got? I got memory lock or memory
Oh.
something,
Dude.
which is with all the dementia,
Oh my
Alzheimer's,
God.
all of
I
it.
think goodness you won't have to see him again.
Are you
And be
serious?
super sad when they don't
Hopefully,
recognize you.
tomorrow I
Dude.
get assigned to a new room. Yes, I am very serious.
That sounds fucking.
Do you have any idea how
terrible.
hard it is to hold a conversation when you're feeding this person at 8:30 in the morning wet, cold, soggy pancakes that they don't want to eat, but you have to record that you fed them.
Right?
So you're just kind of shoving pancake bits into their fucking mouths and just watching them mumble as they're conscious. It's awful.
Is this not patient confidentiality? Yeah.
Not you don't know any of their names.
I know you were treating these old people really poorly and shoving pancakes into their mouth.
Honestly,
Listen.
yeah, this could be.
And you gave them the name of the building and the sector you were in.
The sector he was in.
Did you?
The
Did you
sector
give
I
the
was
name
in.
of the building?
Yeah, I did.
You
Yeah.
did? Oh, why
I
would you
did.
do that?
I didn't know it. I don't know.
Okay, but like,
Um,
dude, that's I would break down. There's no way. There's no way.
Hopefully you never see him again, so then you don't have to go through.
But then I could
meeting
break
him
down
again.
in front of them and they wouldn't remember.
There's
yeah.
this one woman who kept walking to the wrong room. She thought her room was hers, and it wasn't. We're like, ma'am, your room's this one. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's gonna be you.
I was going to say, I put a bullet in my head before I go into nursing homes. Like, I thought I had that opinion before, but now more than ever, it has been solidified. I do not want to get to that stage. If I'm there, don't put me in a home. At least let me suffer in my own home. If not, kill me.
Just go
I
to
don't-
war and die.
I don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll have
Very nice day you
Fuck,
guys had.
we'll have more clinical stories.
That's-
hopefully not.
We go tomorrow.
Wait, you work tomorrow?
No, I don't work tomorrow.
You're right. You don't work tomorrow.
If
I was confused. I was mixing the cardboard race.
Cardboard
We can
race.
talk about the cardboard race.
We're doing a cardboard race.
A cardboard race. Just explain what that
I
is.
was in a cardboard once. Sorry.
Explain
I
what
was
a
in a
cardboard
room.
race is.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with rats. Rats drive me crazy.
William, describe what
Okay.
a cardboard
So
race is.
yeah, we've never done it, but my mother,
my mother. My mother.
she was like, oh yeah,
Fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Continue.
these people I know are entering into a cardboard like race competition, and we'll build you the boat if you just show up and
drown.
and just drown, essentially, yeah. But like ride in these cardboard boats and just do it, just have fun. And I was like, I know a couple fellows who would.
Maybe next
Who would be so
podcast
fucking
episode-
down for
I
that.
know a
maybe
couple
some-
weekends who are doing fucking nothing
maybe
most
some-
Saturdays.
Maybe next podcast episode we'll have pictures and we can.
Yeah,
show
we'll
them.
share the pictures
The
and
first
shit.
thought that came into my mind is we should invest in a GoPro just for this.
Oh
event.
my
Dude.
god,
Just-
dude! If
I
I
might-
wasn't broke,
I think I know someone that might have a GoPro I can borrow.
okay, maybe we'll
see.
do that.
We'll
Maybe we'll
see.
do that.
We'll see.
But so
If not,
there's
just tape your phone to your
there's
chest.
3 races we're in. There's 3 races.
We're in like a cup.
No.
No.
It's not.
Oh, we haven't told you about this yet.
No.
Okay, so the first, or are we in 2 races?
It's 3.
Christ.
Okay,
There's
we're
one with all of us.
okay. There's one,
We'll-
all of us, which is the Demolition Derby. It's the last race where all the cardboard boats
After
go in,
they're wet
and you're
and
just
soggy after
stabbing
an
each other.
hour
You're
of
just
racing.
stabbing
Yeah.
each other with your
Yeah.
paddles, right?
Okay, we're
And
gonna win
then-
that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got that in the bag. You'll go in the middle. We'll go in the back. Yeah,
Center
yeah.
of mass and the long
So,
arms.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
the first two races are, I think there's one that's like a drag race in a sense,
Which is all
and then
out.
another that's maybe just like a cup, like just
Little turns. couple-
yeah. And then
But one of them's 2 and one of them's 1.
is it?
Is that what you said? One of them is 2 people. One of them's a solo
Maybe
run.
we'll decide who
one's a
goes on which when
3.
we get there, right? So also our cardboard boat is badass.
It's like a Viking.
They
boat.
made it, yeah, they made it like a dragon on the front that has smoke coming out of it.
Dude, what? You didn't
Smoke
tell me
comes
that.
out?
Yeah, dude, smoke's coming out of the front, out of the mouth.
Is it gonna
I-
catch on fire?
I
while
have
we're
to
going?
No.
shave my head and put the Kratos.
No,
red
we
paint.
have Viking hats we're wearing.
I
This
see.
is legit.
all right.
I'll still white myself and put the Kratos thing.
Yeah.
We should all do that.
Just white.
And
That
then-
would
You know,
be white face.
For you guys, no. For me, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
mean
okay,
paint your
it's
guys as white?
fine to do
You
white
guys are
face.
pale enough as it is.
White
Yeah,
face
that's
is
fair.
okay.
You could be Atreus. You are short enough.
Dude, you could be
How
a
do you
trans.
be Atreus though,
Be skinny.
and have like
A bow.
Shit.
a bow and a really nice, weird middle like?
But you
Viking
could,
outfit?
like make a
You could dress up
bow
as, like, a
if you wanted
Smurf.
to.
What, get like a little fucking toy Cupid bow
Yeah,
and
do
just
what you want.
carry it around.
We'll do it for
Can
the
you
demolition
shoot it at
derby.
the other boats?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a
I'll bring a
great
brick
time.
so we can toss.
We'll sneak it over and just toss it.
But yeah, the boat's badass, and they sealed the boat underneath with like this water protectant
Flex
thing.
seal.
I was
So
literally.
it that's why it's not like gonna sink on the first run.
I saw this boat in half.
Yeah, essentially. So yeah,
And
it's
then
gonna
he
be
fixed
cool.
it with
It's
Flex
gonna be
seal.
so much fun, and we'll
I've
have
used
we'll have
Flex Seal
videos
once.
and photos next podcast about all that we did and how
We'll have
how
a-
it went.
Epic Viking boat podcast next episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Can we take the hats back and?
Yeah, of
We'll
course.
wear
we can.
them for the podcast.
Yeah, we'll wear them for next part. Yeah, I like that. And we'll wear the life jackets we have to wear.
Can I bring my own life jacket?
What
Yeah.
are you gonna wear, Justin?
Yeah, please bring your own.
Okay, because I have a really nice life jacket.
I'm gonna be wearing a invisibility cloak.
Dude, you know what you should do? You should swim out there in a demolition derby and start tearing people's boats apart. Like they can't stop you.
You
We just
borrow
see
your
we just see
scuba
like a
gear.
scuba
Yeah,
tank.
dude.
Yeah.
I'll send you under with like a knife and just stab the bottom of their
I
boats.
strap on a little shark thing to my head.
There's shark fin.
Even though it's a fucking lake.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be no visibility underwater.
Yeah.
He has no visibility most of his days, anyways. Stop squinting at me.
That's
Anyway.
racist. You can't say that.
Anyway,
We
Anyway,
can
One
talk
of-
about God of War, how much we love it.
no.
again,
We love God of
Nah.
War.
we
Anyways,
love God of War.
Moving on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The first, I said I had two things.
Yes.
One of the things that all of us are knowledgeable about and all of us are opinionated
All
about.
of us? Yeah, oh, Jesus.
All
fuck.
of us.
John Wick.
No.
No, the Mario movie.
The Mario
I love
movie.
the Mario movie.
You
What'd
lo-
you think of the Mario movie?
Jack Black definitely carried.
Dude, so
Literally.
hard. So hard. But no, also Luigi, Charlie Day, amazing job.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was actually pretty like.
Dude, I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
hate it.
And I thought the laugh went in well with Donkey
Right, with
Kong.
Donkey
the fact
Kong?
that they kind of made it its own joke.
Mhm.
Like
He was
he
like,
laughed a weird way at
Yeah.
first, and then when there's like a pause, and then he laughs like Seth Rogen, and then the movie picks back up. I noticed that.
So I'm pretty sure, but like in the first, like the opening scene that we see Mario and Luigi, right? That guy in the cafe with them, or in the
It's Mario.
is the Mario
Yeah.
voice actor,
Yeah.
right?
Charles
Yeah.
Martinet,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I
What'd
thought.
you say?
Charles I don't want to butcher his last name.
He has a name.
Mr. Mario.
I thought his name was
The actual
Mario.
Voice
I-
actor
I thought
Mario is Charles
Mario
Martinet, I think.
voice actor.
Charles Mario.
Charles Martinet.
He was right.
It's French for
Charles Martinet.
something. He was born 1955.
Yeah. He was playing the original Jumpman character. From
Yeah,
like,
dude, the
arcades.
Jumpman is in the bar. I didn't say anything, but in the corner, it's Jumpman, and they have like a white gorilla, and it was like some man
What bar?
the they start off in, and like
Yeah.
the final fight, and he's knocked into the building, and he's like, "Oh, I got beat. I'm
Oh,
a
is
loser."
there?
There's a Jumpman machine right next to him
Oh, I don't know. Oh,
because that's a Mario's original thing.
I
he was
saw the
Jumpman.
arcade machine, and but I didn't see what it was. And I was
Because
wondering.
Donkey Kong, he's called Jumpman in Donkey Kong.
Mhm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just
No, that's
intrude,
fine.
but like that movie, the soundtrack, I think that was my favorite part of the movie, was just the soundtrack, how they made like
I didn't
every
like how
song of
much-
Mario operatic. I liked it. I thought it went well.
There was a lot of licensed music too, though.
A lot of 80s.
I thought it
music.
went well with it.
I thought it was
thought it
alright.
made
I felt like
sense
they
with
could
the
have
movie.
done more like original music,
They did so much original.
but it
though.
it was stolen
Not
music
really.
remade.
I mean, you're not just gonna not include all the.
Well, you can do that and make original music.
i.e. original. You can have an OST, an original
I-
soundtrack.
I guess, but I don't know. I like the
don't know, there's a
operatic
lot
songs,
of-
and I like how Bowser was on the piano doing his
Dude,
sad shit.
do-do-do-do-do.
Dude,
Dude, what does he say? Like, what is he says?
Let's jam.
Jam with me.
Oh, yeah.
And he sits down
yeah,
next
yeah.
to him. Yeah.
What's it called? Justin bought a PS5 recently, yeah, and that was the very first console he's ever owned that wasn't Nintendo.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's a good start.
yeah.
It was the
You finally have big boy
He-
pants
he,
on.
He's been. That's what I told him. So he's been a Mario fan, a Kirby fan, a Donkey Kong fan for the longest time. William,
There's
fuck.
no Donkey Kong game.
Justin, as the super
Not for a
fan that
long
you
time.
are, what did you like seeing, and was there anything you wish you saw?
honestly, I feel like Sony is more story bound. At least like you can see a lot more quality into like graphics and like gameplay wise. But like after the end of the day, once the story ends, there's nothing really there to say. But I guess that's like a lot of games in general. Nintendo.
I thought we were talking about the
yeah,
movie.
we're talking. I was talking
Oh,
about the movie.
I thought you were still
I-
talking about my PlayStation.
Yeah, why did
No.
you mention the
Why did you
PlayStation
mention
if we
that?
weren't gonna hop to
so we
that?
can. I can be. There's credibility behind
Behind
that he
his
knows
love for Nintendo?
Yeah.
Okay.
about
So
the
what
movie.
did you think of the
We'll get
movie?
to the console wars in a
Yeah,
second. What
what
did
did
you
you
think
think
about
of the movie?
The movie.
I guess that's my fault.
What do you guys think of Chris Pratt Mario?
You forget he voices after.
He
like,
does a
hours.
good job. I don't know why they played the worst clips in every trailer that came out. Like they handpicked all of his worst
But
voice
I
lines.
think that was perfect though.
they were like, oh, everyone.
Because
They made us
we were-
come in with like a bad idea.
No.
Well, I mean, like, people, like, I was fine with it.
Yeah, everyone
lot of
came
people
in-
weren't.
I thought everyone came in expecting this movie to be a fucking hit.
Nah,
And
and
then-
no one
No?
thought that.
I
I, felt
was-
like this was one of those movies where it was gonna be.
I
Mario
was
movie.
I was so ready for this movie to fucking
I was,
slap.
I was expecting another Minions movie.
And
Minions movie
that's
with a
kinda
Mario
what it
IP
was.
painted
And I
over.
was so
No.
like Justin said, I think he didn't say it
Yeah,
specifically,
never.
but I
Yeah,
think,
give
I
Justin
think
the mic back. What do
Okay,
you think
what-
of the
what do you
Mario movie,
of Chris Pratt first.
or just the Mario movie?
Well, Chris Pratt voicing. I know a lot of people are like disappointed, and there was like that clip of him on Twitter,
It's me,
him on like the
Mario.
bike, and him saying like Yahoo or something, and then they completely edited and changed it for like the actual movie. But I honestly thought that was kind of cool how everyone just like came together and was like, no way he's voicing this guy, and it sounds god awful. Just for them to like fix a couple things, and then you just don't even realize it through the movie.
I noticed I couldn't pin it what it was because I heard Chris Pratt,
Mm-hmm.
but then I heard Mario too.
He added
Yeah.
that Brooklyn.
He
Like
got
I
that-
don't know what it
oh,
felt
what's going on?
it felt like I
'Cause-
heard Chris Pratt do a Brooklyn accent, and that's what that was to me.
No, you know what I heard? I heard Chris Pratt trying to do a Mario.
Really?
I heard
He
Chris
was
Pratt
he was
doing
being
a
Mario as Chris Pratt.
But then, like somebody was like, "Why is this working?" In my mind, it shouldn't have worked, but
It did.
Whatever they did to it saved the movie entirely.
I feel like everyone was casted really well.
Yeah,
But you know who
Yes.
was never casted? Because Yoshi. Yoshi never showed up.
That upset me.
Damien wanted the one thing he told me because I gave him some little plot hints here there. He's like, honestly, Tyler, I don't care. The one thing I want to see is I want to see Yoshi.
I want to see him ride Yoshi.
And then because we're assholes during the movie theater, we talk a little, we look to our left and right, we say some funny things, right? as soon as he turned over to tell me some dumb joke, the 5 frames containing Yoshi or the dinosaurs of them running in the wild passed.
And I didn't get to see it.
And-
serious?
Yeah.
And I told him, you just missed Yoshi. And he just locked eyes with me. He goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. And it just slowly turns his head back with sadness.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the movie like as like a character either.
Yeah.
I mean, well, we saw an egg at the last scene.
Oh, did we?
We saw a Yoshi egg when when you saw all of Bowser's wedding presents.
Oh yeah,
One
there
of them was a
yeah.
green Yoshi egg.
But where's
Oh, was
Yoshi? Where
I
is
know,
he?
yeah, no, I was just making a joke. It was just a Yoshi
When they
egg.
make a sequel, he needs to show up.
When?
I hope they don't make a sequel. Why?
What do you mean? Yeah, I was about to
Because
say when they.
I don't
make a
want them to
sequel.
make a
I
sequel.
They're
was
gonna
thinking
make.
if.
They're gonna make a sequel. They're Mario Galaxy. They hinted at that.
But hinted.
There's a
Dude,
whole galaxy out there.
I loved how they brought that blue thing was from Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little star
Yeah.
thing.
I loved that character.
I didn't
so
like it
much.
at the very end of the movie where he was like, "Well, that's it. Now you're in an endless void, and then you're all gonna die." Then he played the saxophone. Then it was okay.
Yeah, dude, that was I
That was a
It
good
thought that
movie.
was a great movie.
It was.
It was better than John Wick.
I was gonna say it was exactly what I hoped, not what I expected, but what I hoped from a Mario movie. Unlike John Wick, which was nothing what I hoped. Not
Yeah.
nothing. but-
Guys, also last
We have to
episode
address it.
obviously we made the biggest like hatred. We hated John Wick, and I will
Four. John Wick
John
4.
Wick 4, and I will not falter on my stance on
Yeah,
that.
no, it's
a
still
6
not
out of
good.
10.
Yeah.
But every
more people.
More
every
videos
critic,
keep coming out.
9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Best John Wick,
A
best
John Wick, the
finale.
perfect ending.
Yeah, I saw that.
It
Yeah,
makes
what?
no sense. Wait,
Mind you,
don't
I haven't seen any of these videos.
dude.
I can't get past the
It's
first couple minutes because they just are saying things that are
They-
just not true.
It boggles my mind if we're wrong. Are we?
how
Because
how did John Wick 4
Have
do
you seen
critically?
John Wick?
John Wick 4,
Yeah, I saw
What
it.
did you
Yeah.
think?
Like Tiago said it like halfway through the middle of like the movie because like we were still on like the first part and he just keeps whispering to me it really overstays its welcome. And that is so true. A scene will play and then they just like look at each other and it's like and
Yeah.
it's like I know what to do now. And it's like, okay, he's walking slowly and it just pans to John Wick and he's like, yeah.
It just
dude, I saw a comment that said there was this guy who was like, I don't know, man. I feel like just a few scenes like drag on like really long. Like they could be shortened by a lot, right? Like this movie could have been much shorter by shortening most scenes.
Like half an hour.
and
of the
then
movie.
and then a response was that you just don't like cinema. You just don't like cinematics. You
I don't
You
think
don't
it-
like long and you don't like long and beautifully told stories.
What?
Sorry?
Did you watch? Did you?
Excuse
This is
me?
not Titanic.
Do you know
This
what
is John
the
Wick.
story of that movie is?
Man runs, man fights, man dies.
Well, man fights, man runs, then man dies. Because he kills the guy first.
Man fights while running upstairs and then
Then
falling.
downstairs.
No, but like,
I truly like. I was willing to give the movie the benefit of the doubt, but that stairs scene ruined it for me. I was like 6 out of
just-
10, 5 out of 10.
Just after seeing it again,
And it baffles me how well Mario works. Because again, Mario shouldn't.
Mario
work.
was the opposite of John Wick, as in it was so fast and got so to the point, but it did it in a way that was like, okay, it's a Mario movie. I get we don't need to have these long.
it doesn't need to be
drawn-out
3
scenes.
hours long.
It was an hour 30, and it spent
I
every second of it properly.
I saw the Mario stuff. I laughed at the Mario stuff, say, "Hey, that's like the game," and then went on to the next scene.
yeah.
I did bring it up to like same thing like you said. It just like they immediately get to it around like the end of the movie. I'm just like complaining about the things I didn't like. It was very short, but like the number one thing I didn't like was just, yo, let me join you, Peach. I'm a Toad. I'll protect you. Okay. Yo, I'm Mario. I need to save my brother. Okay.
Well, she made him run a course that he
Well,
didn't even complete.
Yeah, but still.
You're like,
they were
I'll
just
let you
like,
join
let's
if you
go.
win, and then he didn't win. She's like, I'll let you join anyways.
I yeah, no, I agree with that. But like also
But Mario, he needs to go on the mission.
I know during the movie my face didn't look like it, but I enjoyed every second. the first 30 minutes, I'm not gonna lie, I was trying hard to be like
When they were
being
in Brooklyn,
like being
I
the
did
critic, the critic being like, that is well shot. I like how they panned that out and moved that
What about
camera
with the
and like
fire
told that
flowers?
story and moved the pan out and just everything like. And I was just keeping a very straight face, and then Tiago would look at me and I'd crack a smile and I'd just be like, I like this movie. This is just like a solid, fun,
This is a nice
enjoyable
kids
movie. It's not
a
even
kid-
just a
You
kids.
see how many
movie. This
kids
is-
were
Yes,
there?
I disagree with people are saying, "Oh,
This
it's
is
a simple
for-
kids movie. It doesn't need an important plot." No, there are plenty of great kids
Beaches,
with pretty
beaches,
complex
beaches,
plots.
beaches,
Case in
beaches.
point, Speed Racer. That's a kids movie.
Shut the fuck
Dude,
up.
I saw that movie the other day.
It's-
Okay, you know what? I gotta. It's pretty good.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm watching it tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay,
I
okay,
can't,
okay.
I can't hear you fuckers talk about this movie one more time without
Or
blowing my
you-
brains
Dude,
out.
it was like.
It's
Okay, so the
weirdly-
plot is dumb. It's so dumb. The story
What do
is
you
like
mean?
it's so basic, but the car and racing scenes, they're like it makes up for it. Like the movie makes up for its faults with its goodness.
But that's the thing. It
I
doesn't
gave
have
it like
any
a 7.5.
fault. He gave it a 7.5. No, he gave it a 7,
Wow.
and I was like, "Come on, no, that was an 8."
The
And-
the beginning 15 minutes of the movie
Are the best.
are like actually like a really good movie. Like like that was like a 9
no
out
way
of
I'm-
10 opening of
There's
a movie.
no way I'm sitting down and watching Speed Racer. I'll
Dude.
watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow. But just understand, I am
Dude.
watching Speed Racer
Dude.
tomorrow. But
You gotta
anyways-
not go in thinking it's like some kind of cinematic masterpiece though. You gotta
Right?
go,
Yeah, yeah.
Go
It's
in
it's a
thinking
children.
it's a Mario
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what he said? And it changed
It-
my opinion on the entirety of something I never thought I would budge. And halfway through the movie, because I love Speed Racer,
He loves it with a passion.
I can see why people say it's not a good movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, the plot is fairly simple, the acting is stiff, and the visuals are fucking wacky.
It's old.
What if they did a reboot of good actors?
No, because then it would ruin the whole reason why
No,
Speed
no,
Racer's
the,
good.
The story, that's the thing. That, under the crummy acting, there's this really passionate family scene between father and son, and you forget you're watching Speed Racer.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is good. And so just what
Turn
William,
off my brain.
not
except
not
the
even
movie.
not even except the movie, yeah. But don't. It's not a turn your
It's
brain
not,
off.
yeah, it's
It's
He
not a
said-
Napoleon Dynamite.
And he turns to me, he goes, Tiago. I'm like, what? He's like, I know why you like this movie. I'm like, what do you mean why? He goes, this is your Phantom Menace.
no. I said this is. I said you like these movies
For the same
the same
reason.
reason why I like the prequels. Because I can see past why everyone hates it, and I get the idea why everyone hates it, but I still love the movies. And I'm 100% right.
The prequels are better than the sequels.
Obviously. Well, this is obvious information.
I have to give the prequels another fair shot and watch them 1, 2, and 3. And
And for the same reason, it's
and
because
if I tune into my Speed Racer sense,
they'll be so good.
I see why it took me a long time. I think I might like the prequels if I give them a rewatch.
What do you think of Star Wars?
Okay, cool. I was guessing you guys were talking about the prequels of Star Wars. I was gonna bring it up, but honestly, I do like the prequels of Star Wars more than what they're making nowadays. I mean, the stuff they're making nowadays like looks nice, visually like appealing. Sometimes, yeah. But it's like when there's like moments in the movies, there's moments in the movies. Like I remember I don't it's been a long time since I watched Star Wars. What's the protagonist?
Ray?
Anakin Skywalker. When they like showed his like scene of like I forgot what movie as well, but it showed a scene of him just like revealing his lightsaber, and everyone in the movie theater just went
Oh.
wild.
He's talking about Rogue One.
Yeah.
Talking about Rogue One.
Oh,
Yeah.
when Darth Vader shows up in the hall.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
went crazy.
Dude, I saw the movie in theaters.
I- the best part was that I didn't know. Oh wait, no, never mind. He shows up throughout the movie. I knew he was there.
I can't believe that
God.
Speed Racer is the solution to Tiago's hatred for those movies.
William,
Speed
You ever
fucking
seen-
Racer.
You ever seen Speed Racer?
Speed fucking
What do you think of Speed
Racer
Racer?
is a good movie.
Don't say it's a good movie.
We have Justin's opinion on Speed Racer.
Justin saw Speed Racer.
Yeah, well, remember when Tiago brought up a couple minutes ago that like you should watch Speed Racer with like a slightly brain off mentality? I have not watched Speed Racer sober. So
How was it then?
honestly, it was a pretty good movie.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'm watching it
Dude,
tomorrow.
dude,
I'll watch it.
there
It's on
are
HBO
some-
Max. I'll watch it tomorrow.
There are some action scenes in the movie that like you have to have. He was saying because we watched it in 720 because we couldn't find it.
It's on
Yeah.
HBO.
Like yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Is it?
If,
Okay,
you,
well,
if you can rent
if
it,
you could see it, you have to watch it at high def because there are some scenes that are so intricate. It's actually well made that you have to like see what's happening. Like it's like
there's a lot
there's
of
some
colors.
crazy slow mos, and it's like you gotta see it,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you find it, try find a 1080
I'm watching it
4K
tomorrow.
Blu-ray.
dude.
It's a good movie.
The
I can't believe
opening,
I would
the
ever find
opening
myself
of the
watching the
movie
movie.
is. It's so good.
Okay.
He's not lying. I love the movie, and yeah, it's a critique that the best movie is in the first 15 minutes, but that opening race, the storytelling, the music, the characters, the swell up, and the emotional payoff of the end
This
of the
movie
race.
is some
Is
of
it
the,
like that first race we see in Fast and Furious where it's just like
No,
we meet
No.
the characters?
No.
It's like
no,
okay.
this is a good
like-
race.
Yeah, dude.
It makes me so happy to hear those words coming from Damien. I did not force him to say those things.
Is he paying you any money?
No, because I do have my gripes that it still wasn't a very good
have your criticisms.
story. Like the story is
Yeah.
very thin.
It's very
It
convoluted.
is
for
very
a child.
convoluted and very overcomplicated for no reason at some points.
Okay.
The first time I remember seeing it as a kid, just like on my DVD, it was pirated in 480.
Ooh,
So how'd
shit.
you couldn't see anything.
I
This is definitely a Spy Kids era movie of
It's-
CGI.
Okay, but I can respect that. I like Spy Kids and I like the CGI.
It recognizes that it's the CGI brand of Spy Kids and cranks it up to 11.
Yeah.
but
so,
this was
like-
made in that same time, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So
things that
that's-
look good, and then there's things that they purposely made look
That's fine.
like Spy Kids.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have any problems with that.
Yeah, if you don't have any problem for the
I like
visuals,
that.
sit down, pay attention to the characters and the story, and you'll get it.
I think I actually I really enjoy when I see like early 2000s films with CGI because like the amount of effort it took
Sorry.
for them to do that then. And I mean now especially trying to make it look as real as possible, but then when it first came out and they're still learning this new technology and all of this, how to implement it into their blockbuster movies. I mean Spy Kids 1, 2 and 3.
They definitely
That's why
paved the
I have
way.
you have like the
Yeah, it's
episode
impressive.
3 of Star Wars came out in like 2001, 2002.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, no,
And
no,
that
no,
when
no.
did it come out?
2005.
2005. It's
Yeah,
still
but
that
still, that's
early.
early
But if you watch that
CGI.
movie, like Grievous holds up now.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
CGI
the
for that
opening
movie,
shot, them in space.
dude, that movie holds up now. Like if that came
Yeah.
out now,
That's
I'd be
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah.
It's like it's so impressive to see movies back in early 2000s with this new technology and all these new
And they
cinematic
push it to the limit
ideas
at that time.
and they do the absolute best they can and it's beautiful work.
Do you know who directed it?
Directed Speed Racer? You're gonna say some bullshit right now.
no,
aren't
no,
you?
it's gonna be it's
The
imagine
truth.
okay,
It's the-
imagine it's a very famous movie of 4 now. There's 4 of them.
There's 4 Speed Racers?
There's the
No.
directors
Oh.
made a 4 movie series, and they're like iconic and they're gimmicky action movies.
Michael Bay.
The fourth one came out and it was,
was
not
awful.
received
It
well.
was awful.
Michael
the
Bay?
first one is the best. 2 is the dumped on child, and 3 is the underhero, possibly best of the series, but 1
I'm
beats it because
confused.
it's 1.
What are we talking about here?
Talking about the
The
Matrix.
The director
The
of Speed
Wachowski
Racer is the
siblings.
Wachowski siblings.
Directed The Matrix, and then right after went to Warner Bros. And made Speed Racer.
I'm watching this movie tomorrow.
It has a really weird plot moment at the very end of the movie.
The very, very end.
Don't
say-
Sad
save it for
music.
next podcast.
Yeah, that was weird. And it wasn't very necessary.
Will,
And I'll rate it. I'll rate it how I feel about it.
Yeah,
next
the
well,
podcast.
tell-
music. If you're a big fan of movie
Soundtracks.
soundtracks,
Or just movie sounds.
movie
They got
oh,
some.
movie
They got some
sounds.
engine noises in those cars. Like they got some American muscle. Even though
yeah.
that is not an American
Okay.
muscle car.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Just watch
Go
it.
in with
Just
an
watch
open
it.
heart.
It's hard for me to
In an
say,
open
but it's
mind.
the truth. I am excited to watch.
Just
Speed
watch this
Racer.
movie.
Have I ever steered you wrong, Will?
Yes.
Yes.
Memento.
Yes.
Memento.
Oh my God, you're okay with movies. You've never stirred me wrong.
With movies, that's what. No. You drove into a tree because of me. Of course. With
yeah.
movies.
Movies.
with
You're very right.
movies,
You're very right, sir.
I
Yes.
never
destroyed his
steer you
baby.
wrong.
Yeah, but no, with movies, Memento was a fantastic film. It is one of my top 10 movies. I can't say it's anywhere more than
Mhm.
that.
That's
but
fair.
It is a beautifully filmed and smart fucking idea for a movie.
And its budget was only like 20 million, I think.
What?
It wasn't an insane.
But like, I
budget.
think it's more of just the editing.
the
for
the,
it.
the,
The editing-
idea.
The idea, yeah, the idea itself is worth millions. Like the idea of just Memento and
You two should watch that movie. I have it
yeah,
on
you guys,
DVD.
you guys haven't seen that?
Want to give it to me?
That is in. I think I.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Tiago, let's. How do we explain how good Memento is?
We'll just
without
talk
saying
about it. We'll
Such a
just
good-
Take the
we'll just
best of
watch it.
Inception,
Yes.
the best of the Dunkirk,
Yes.
add a little bit of the villain from Iron Man 3, and that's what you get.
I hated the villain in Iron Man
That's
3.
the same actor. It's the same actor from.
I hate that. I hated him in that
Okay.
movie. That was probably the worst part of that movie.
So-
I like that movie.
So Damien,
I don't like the villain.
Damien, I'll watch I'll watch Speed Racer. You
And
watch
I'll watch
Memento.
Memento. Yeah.
Okay, two phenomenal films. You've seen one of them. But enough about movies. I feel like we've been talking about
All right,
movies.
what's
for
your
a
I mean,
long
that's
time.
what our podcast
Yeah,
is
what-
essentially.
yeah.
We're
Pretty
just
much.
movies at this point.
All right.
Speaking about movies, for a long time now, have been dedicated to erecting and perfecting and building the most exquisite film collection
With DVDs.
with DVDs. Specific, no
We don't
Blu-rays.
even have the Matrix trilogy.
no
I have
Blu-rays.
that.
I have the Matrix on VHS, but not DVD.
Yeah.
No Blu-rays, no nothing. A DVD collection, and I know that the three of us, and I think even
I have
Justin.
a lot of movies.
No, we have our own various collections of sorts. We like collecting stuff, right?
Is this the game
I
that
have-
you
I
thought
have
of right on the
collection of a
spot?
model
Not a
car.
game.
I have a
Is
big
that
a-
thing.
are we
I
just
have a- I have a
talking
collection
discussion?
of
I
model cars.
have a
Yeah,
topic.
he collects model cars.
I have a
collect-
Dale Earnhardt like monument in my room.
Mhm.
I gave you some of the stuff for that.
What'd you give me?
The car. I gave you literally a car that's worth like.
Any
little
NASCAR.
one?
No, the big
Dale-
one.
The big one?
I gave you the number 3.
No.
Remember when my grandma's house flooded and she didn't want it, and it was in the box. I took it out of the box and gave it to you, and you were like, "Oh my god, this is badass! I gotta make my shrine again."
Anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. he doesn't
Anyway,
remember.
anything
We
that's
saved that
related
for him.
to
We saw that in the garage and we saved
Was
it
it
for him.
big?
it was decently big. It was a good sized car, right?
Yeah.
It was his black
It was,
one.
it was in a box. It's one
Yeah.
of those collectible boxes.
We took it. Well, we took it out of the box
You
because
took
the
it
box
out of
was
the
wet.
box. It was in
Because
the
it was
box?
wet.
Oh, okay. The
Oh
box
no,
wet.
it was in its own container. The little NASCAR is in
Yeah.
its sealed box, which we found in a box. Anyway, I like
Yeah.
William. William and I share sometimes a card collection.
Yeah.
How,
We
how
like
many
cards.
cards do you have?
Decks.
Yeah, ballpark it.
13, 14,
I was gonna say a
Different
dozen.
decks,
13, 14 decks. Yeah, probably different decks. And
like a big
one,
thick deck.
one of my one of my decks was in the John Wick movie, The Artisans.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I liked that scene. That's a scene
Yeah,
of the
I
movie
saw
I
that,
liked.
dude. I saw that and I started freaking out. Like I wanted to tell everyone. I was like, I have that.
That poker scene, I like that scene.
That
That
is-
whole scene is one of those.
the
Is a
nunchuck
bright
scene,
spot of the movie.
poker scene,
The over the head
The over the
fireball,
head.
fire
over the head
dragon.
fireball. What was your
It-
opinion on that?
The over the head.
The camera
When it
going
went one
over
really
the
long
rooms
shot
and he,
right
the
above
shotgun
him.
that shoots fire.
Oh, dude, that was actually pretty cool. I've yet to actually see that in other movies.
That was
You're not
crazy.
going to.
You're never gonna probably see that.
You're
in
not-
a while.
Because that set probably took, and the camera work for
One
that.
thing
I could tell exactly when it got taken off the gimbal and was put onto the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the moment.
I was wondering, a really curious thing I was wondering is whether they designed the choreograph first. They had a checklist of all the things they want. Shoot through this wall, do this maneuver, this cool takedown.
sure they did.
And then build the set around the choreography, or build the set and be like, oh, this wall we can destroy. He can shoot through this wall.
they probably
They
built.
They built the set.
They probably
for sure.
built the set and then they designed where the camera was gonna go, and then they decided exactly. They had like a rough idea. They probably did all at the same
Obviously,
time.
they had a rough idea. But
They
I'm
probably had a rough
wondering
idea what
which
they
one was
wanted.
prioritized.
Yeah.
You think the set building was
Set,
first?
Probably
absolutely.
the set building
Because then-
because
because
they had no roof and they had to get all the walls perfect
And then
and all
the,
that.
all the ideas are flowing. Oh, we can have him do this or go here, and then we
Yeah.
can
It
have
would
this
be
happen
like
and
would
that
they'll
happen.
happen.
probably
Dude.
started with one room and then they built another and another and they're like, we'll make him do this and then this and then this is how we'll lead him through the building.
Yeah, and if you watch his like, the way he just walks away, just from okay, I'm sorry, I do love that.
Is
scene.
that Keanu?
Yeah.
But I don't care if it is Keanu. But there's some points where like in that scene, it's just like if you watch Keanu and another guy, they just walk away from each other for a second or something like that. I don't remember what it was exactly.
I liked the
but
guy
it
that
was,
caught
like-
on fire and he ran off screen and then
Yeah, that
he ran
was
back on
And you
screen.
just blast him again.
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool.
for sure.
Enough about movies.
Okay,
A
yeah.
collection that I used to have, that I used to be really invested in, was my watches. I used to collect a bunch of watches, and that is a hobby, a little collection thing that I wish I got back up again.
Yeah, you gave me one of your watches.
I gave you one of my
You have
watches.
like a light spot on your arm where
Yeah.
your little wrist thing
Yeah.
is.
I got another one right here too for the big one, the leather. I got my rings. I got some of my old rings still. Justin, do you have any collections you partake in?
I I actually the only thing I really like avidly collect from time to time is Pokemon cards.
What's your like rarest Pokemon card?
Oh, actually, it's been a while since I last saw its market value, but it's like $170 something for just a regular shiny Rainbow Mega Charizard from
just
a regular old Mega
Charizard.
Rainbow Mega Charizard worth
no,
$170.
Yeah, but it's chump change to nurses
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
and I, right?
My dad was a collector as a kid of cards. 'Cause-
No shit. As a kid.
yeah, but okay, because he grew up in the 80s and was a teen in the 90s, so he was in the era of card collecting. And he has like these two giant books of X-Men and Marvel cards, and he has like the chrome set where you got to get like 15 of them and it makes one big picture.
Oh, like that Yu-Gi-Oh
yeah.
card thing where you have to get
Yeah,
all
sh-
5 images.
Something like that. It's a lot cool.
Some-
a lot
something
cooler
like
than
that.
that.
Yeah,
lot cooler
I know.
Than that.
I know. I'm just
Okay,
I'm
but
giving
he-
an
he-
example.
Yu-Gi-Oh
And
player,
we
you
went-
You got
so-
so
we went-
offended
we
there for a
went
second.
we went through his sports card because he was a sports card collector and he has like a bunch of like Barry Sanders and like baseball guys that are like worth like a couple $100 for
Oh,
the
shit.
cards, and we were like, oh, we'll put those somewhere when
Yeah,
we
that's
need it.
cool. That's cool as fuck.
And it was like so it's crazy to think like how like back in the day cards were like yeah, it's just cool that
Cards
even
were-
like you don't see people collecting baseball cards now or anything.
When I think of that, I specifically think 50s and 60s.
Baseball cards?
Baseball
And
cards.
sports cards?
Yeah, sports
I
cards.
think,
in
like,
I
general.
mean,
80s.
I have
I
a
think in
couple sports
80s.
cards from the 60s or 70s in
Yeah.
here.
From the garage.
They found them in a yard sale or something. It's just 2 White Sox players, Chris Knapp.
But I was
and
trying to
someone
get to
else.
like their sports and Marvel cards are today's Pokemon, Magic, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Except now we can play with them instead of just have them.
Yeah.
I've always wondered because obviously I knew of Pokemon first in my mind. When I think cards and collecting cards, I think of Pokemon first because the generation I was brought up in, and I never understood the fact of just collecting baseball cards or sports cards. Like it's just a piece of plastic. But
You can't even play with it. You just
yeah,
have
with
the guy.
Pokemon, you can deck out, you can battle another
But,
trainer. You can be like.
I mean, as
the
a kid,
game.
you probably like if I ever had, I probably would have like lined them up and like had like my little Barry Sanders. I'd run them and like smash through like some kind of like cheapo like pennies worth card, like rip him in half or something.
Jesus.
If I was, that's probably something like
You
something
know,
I would
Fucking
do.
barbarian.
But I feel like at that it's kind of like sometimes when in like middle school or elementary school when you would bring your binder of Pokemon cards and you would be like, hey, but I got this one, and then you're like, oh, I got this one, we should trade, or trying to just flex on another person. I feel like that's what those baseball cards were.
Obviously, yeah.
But also it to me, and this is kind of getting a little off track, but like to me it's kind of crazy to see this explosion of cash flow that is going into all these collections and just collecting in general with these cards. Like when we were kids, all we thought about was
it was just a
play-
hobby. Yeah.
playing with these cards and just I mean as a kid I played. I mean, I didn't really collect many, but like if someone brought it to school, we would split the deck and then we would
Play.
and same with Yu-Gi-Oh and all that shit, and now it's like you think of those cards and you may not think of, your instant thought may not be playing the game, but rather how much is that card worth. And I think that's kind of crazy in the sense that now these cards are worth so much money, but when we were kids we weren't even close to thinking about
Because
that.
the market.
Well,
was
you
dead.
know what that is now, right? That's customizables in games now. That's what card collecting has become now.
NFTs.
It's become I don't care what Pokemon card you have. What skin do you have in the new first person shooter game?
Yeah.
Like, oh, how much money did
Or-
you
or
spend? How much
CS:GO,
money did you
CS:GO
spend on your
CS:GO's
CS:GO skin?
gambling and shit.
Like,
Rust gambling.
how many Fortnite skins do you have? Like, that's
Yeah.
what people care about that now more than they do cards. Like, we've gone more digital into the collecting.
Absolutely.
That was a nice little sidetrack. Thank you, Will.
And I feel sorry, it's just one more thing.
Continue.
But like I feel like I don't know why I just had this thought, but we've had the like CS:GO skins and that kind of gambling for what, since like 2013, 2014 at this point.
That's illegal.
And like I mean there's been so many scandals from all that shit, whatever.
Like the YouTubers
And-
who started their own website.
Exactly.
got
You know,
caught
whatever,
with
all
it,
that
yeah.
all that
We
bullshit.
all remember it.
And-
You
and-
remember Justin? That YouTube
And he
drama
had-
back in
and
the
he-
day.
And he had that one apology video where he had his really big, nice truck in the background. He was inside of
Who?
his mansion.
I
Who?
think
and-
I remember this.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. He was some guy that had a big CS:GO thing in his apology video.
Was it
he was like,
LEA? No.
no, I don't know his name. I'll have to search.
remember
It doesn't really
somebody.
matter.
Anyway,
but he was
yeah.
in
Like,
his
it-
big house and he had like his big truck in the background. He's just like, I'm sorry for all this. Like, I didn't mean for it to be. All,
I didn't
like,
mean
a
to run my
scam."
own gambling website.
Yeah.
And then and then now we have this art and media where it's jokingly, I mean we joke about NFTs because it's just funny to think about having this JPEG that's worth $30,000 or some shit within. It's a fucking monkey, but like I don't get it that much. I don't know, whatever the fuck, but still it's crazy to think that these AK skins in CS:GO could equal the same amount as some of these NFTs, but now it's just
like a mortgage.
it's just even extremed itself out of a playable thing in a game,
It's the capitalist
and now
system, my
it's an
friend.
investment in real life that people pour their savings into.
That's
hoping
like the
that
whole plot
Boom.
of the Wreck-It Ralph 2 movie. How they gotta go get the
Collecting
they
Pokemon cards.
They have to go get the
Collecting
car for
Pokemon
the
cards
money.
is what we have always done. So I'm gonna run.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I'm gonna run through some actual collections that I looked up. 5 minutes. I only did 5 minutes of research into this, so if you ask a question, don't expect an answer because I probably don't have it. But these are some of the weirder collections that I have found on the ether webs of actual people, and I want to see if you would have their collection. And
if I wanted it, or I
Ye-
would just have it,
if you want,
I'd have all of them. Yeah.
or
Give 'em to
more of just like I would.
Well, just think about it. What did you tell me? Would you like to have it?
How
or
about you
not?
tell us all of them, and then we each pick the one we have the most. We
Well,
want the most.
We'll do that afterwards. But first, I want your guys' reaction on some of these things. All right.
'Kay.
Barbara from somewhere around the world. I picked all the first names, not the last names, from the first search of a web Google browser. Barbara with 3,000 miniature chairs.
No.
How small?
Like
Like
they were-
Tiago sized chairs,
No,
or like
no,
human
like-
chairs?
Like no, like they're like this tall. Just
No.
3,000. Well, it's easy. Well, if you're gonna be like that, you're gonna say no to all of these. These are
What
all
are-
stupid fucking
What are
collections.
they? What
Trust me.
is it like a special chair? Like is
No,
it like,
just different types.
so
all
I'm
types.
sure there's some chairs in there that are like made of
I-
like gold or something.
There's some folding
just
chairs.
like-
There's some sofas.
So they're like a bunch of kids' chairs.
no smaller.
That's creepy.
They like it looks
No.
like set direct.
I
It's
just-
set direct, a tiny chair.
I just like the idea of like welcoming someone into my home for dinner or something. And just
Yeah, you wanna see
giving
my
them a tour
chair
of the house,
collection?
and I'm like behind this door, and I just open, and it's just a sea of just chairs perfectly stacked upon it, like each other. And but no, I
Moist
would. I know.
Critical's done videos like those guys that like collect like toilets.
The fuck?
I
Like,
would
they
collect
and the guy
toilets.
walks into a room and it's
Or
got
like
like
vacuums?
30 toilets in it.
Vacuums.
And
That's
this
a
guy's
Why
like,
would you
oh,
collect-
this is an antique
You had
toilet.
enough broken vacuums at your grandma's. You're not getting toilets.
And what do you
Alright.
think of the tiny chairs?
The tiny chairs. Would you have the tiny chairs?
No.
I feel
Okay.
like it's a lot of wasted space.
That's
for
what
some
I'm saying.
chairs.
That's what I was thinking.
Vic, on the other hand, has
Vic.
6,000 bottles of Sathas. He has his own.
Oh,
Sathas.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
6,000 bottles.
yeah.
He has an entire like 2 walls of just Sathas.
That's not even gonna last me my lifetime.
That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
we
cool.
approve of the hot
Yeah,
sauces, but
yeah,
not
I
the
think
miniature
that's
chairs.
logical.
No,
Yeah.
the miniatures are stupid.
Yeah.
Hot
What if
sauce are useful.
what if Richard? What about not? Excuse me, not what if. What about Richard with over 3,000 different types of nails, hammering
Oh.
nails from all over the U.S. from all
like
over the
only
world.
one of
I thought-
each?
I thought you were talking about like a fingernail or something.
There was
shit.
the Guinness Book of World Records did give these people for a world record for most amount of fingernails had, but it was like
That's
a
gross.
scientific research place. They're doing things with the fingernails. That's why.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's because they got the horse toenails and the Jell-O.
Nails.
Yeah, just 3,000 different types of nails from all over the world from 1950s to today.
I feel like I
I'm
could just
okay.
open my dad's toolbox, pull out the first drawer, and be like,
If you saw the picture, there were some weird nails there.
Yeah, there's
There's some
some. I'm
weird
sure there's some
There's-
wacky
There's
nails.
some
in there.
wacky, like angular nails.
I still don't want
Mm.
the nails.
You don't want the nails?
no, I think it would be cool. I think it'd be cool.
Nah.
Yeah,
You don't-
no,
you don't
I
want the
have no
nails?
purpose for
Pristine
the
I
nails.
condition,
would-
no rust,
I would-
perfectly clear, like
Oh,
silver metal.
really? That's dope as fuck. Yeah, I want that.
Nah, I'm
I
okay.
want that.
Just
I would do something with
3,000
it.
different
Yes.
types of nails.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
It's not
get
just
the
one
idea.
nail that
yeah,
you
no,
hammer.
I'm
yes,
okay.
yes.
I'm okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want
Alright.
the nails.
What about Paul with over 70 actual autographs from a bunch of different people?
Fuck yeah.
From Elvis, from,
Fuck,
from
Just
yeah.
only 70?
70 autographs. From
We went
70
from like 6,000, 4,000, 3,070. Like, I thought he was gonna have like 1,000 autographs.
Listen, these people are okay. The time passes
This
and
guy
people
sucks.
I like this. I like.
I was
yeah,
expecting.
Yeah, I like that.
Obviously, I'm gonna tell you, but I'm disappointed in the number.
die. Justin,
Still 70 autographs.
70 actual hand kept.
I'd immediately sell them all.
There's this guy that I've seen that what he does is he goes to like red carpets and shit, and he gets people to sign, like famous people to sign a part of his body, and then he goes and gets it tattooed. And he is like, if you look at his back, it's completely covered, and I guarantee you, there's more than 70 fucking tattoos on that guy.
Are they all famous people?
Yes,
Is
yeah.
Elvis's
That's
name
the entire
tattooed
point of
on
them.
his
I doubt
back?
Elvis is on there.
I don't know. Tattoo's not. No, Elvis is not on his back. No,
He has Elvis's print.
I don't give a shit.
Anyway, okay,
Elvis has his
so
own movie.
Elvis.
Was
Elvis
that a
has
good
a
mo-
lot of movies.
Was that a good-
William,
that
would
most
you
recent
like
one,
to
was that good?
rival Tony and his
seen it? That was a good
8,520 Joker cards?
That's cool as shit. Yes, I want that.
No.
8,520 different cards of just the Jokers.
Like the 2 Joker cards.
Two
in-
Joker cards, yeah.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
My question
Well,
is,
you
what happened
can't
to the rest
even-
of the deck?
You can't even use them.
What do you do with them?
Anyway,
He burned them.
But like, yeah, dude, that'd be so fucking.
You play
I would
50
like,
card
I would
burn.
like, I would like get a giant fucking frame. How many was it?
8. Where's the number? $8,520.
we went
I
from
would get a
70
giant
autographs to
frame and just put
8,000
them all in
cards.
like a square.
You can't have
that'd be
8,000
cool as
people
shit.
sign a piece of paper.
Yeah, you can.
Create a what?
You create a Joker with the Joker, like a giant ass Joker card.
Agent of Chaos.
That would be so fucking
We live in a
cool, dude.
society.
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
society.
Society.
I
Because
doesn't
you know
want
there's
me
like
to
Batman.
collect 9,000.
You know, there's gonna be
Joker
like some
cards.
green cards, some like red cards, some black cards, all
Some
that
green
shit.
cards. Did you get one of those?
Justin.
Yeah, you have a green card, right?
I was actually born on an American base.
Oh,
Oh,
said
shit.
you said he was foreign, like born in a foreign nation.
Where were you born, Justin?
Manila.
Yeah, but you were
Philippines.
born on
In
American
Manila.
soil.
On American soil, but he was born in fucking
But
Manila.
he's American.
Take out a map and
He's a
point to
true-
Manila for
He's
me.
a true American.
Would you? Would,
Oh yeah, I had a map.
He was born on American owned.
Look,
are you
land.
complaining?
Damien,
No, I
Damien,
just thought you said he was
Damien,
like super foreign.
they're not supposed to know. We can't have that much diversity.
Yeah.
Oh, so you never got a green card because you're a
He
citizen.
never needed it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always a citizen. I will be honest.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I completely.
Yeah, you told me he was
100%
like born in a
forgot
different
about that.
like country. He was like there.
He was born in Manila.
Yeah,
That's the
anyways.
capital of some.
That's kind of vanilla, if you ask me.
Of the Philippines.
No one heard
That
my
was
joke.
at one point literally American.
Manila.
The Philippines were owned by America. at one point.
Listen.
And then we
It's-
let them go.
I
We didn't
told
want
you-
them
I told
anymore.
You, it's just for quotas. Anyway.
Quotas.
That's why you're here.
every third guest we have a minority.
Listen.
This is the
now
fourth
we-
guest.
and
Every fourth guest.
John with celebrity hair. Now, I
Ooh.
could not get. I looked up and down. Like 4 of those 5 minutes spent researching was trying to get an exact number of how many celebrity locks of hair he has. I cannot find a precise number.
They probably don't.
I
won't
could
tell you.
only find overlapping names, including Elvis, Albert Einstein, and another guy that I forgot.
That's so fucking
But
cool.
the third guy
That's
was
so
another
weird.
big name.
That
That
is
is
so
the
weird.
weirdest
He
thing.
has
That is not
preserved
cool at all. That's
lots
It
of
weird.
was
hair.
it was weird. It's still weird, but when you told me it's Elvis
Now
and
he cares about
Albert
Elvis.
fucking Einstein,
Along with other people. He
also, sorry, Albert Einstein is a lot. I thought he was a way
Earlier.
before than what he actually
What?
was.
Dude, he's like a he's like a
When did he
40s,
die?
50s guy.
Yeah,
That's how I think
there's
of him.
videos of him teaching.
Yes,
Mhm.
obviously.
Do you know when he died?
In like the
60s?
1955.
That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucking wild, dude.
He,
I thought man
he
was,
was
like,
like, a
Your-
really
our
big
parents
help
were
for-
born 10 years after he died. 10 to 15.
My what? I was born 25 years later. My
55,
dad.
10, 15,
When was your dad born?
1980.
Oh, your dad was born in the 80s?
Yeah, add like another.
And my mom was
it
born
was-
in the 80s
it was
as
like
well.
my
My
dad-
parents aren't so
24
old.
My
years.
parents are born in the 60s.
What the heck?
Yeah.
My,
How
you
old's
were
your
like
mom?
a late.
huh?
How old's your mom?
57. My
My mom-
dad's.
My mom's not
56.
even. I think my mom just turned 40. I think
Yeah, my mom's 47.
my mom just turned
46? 47?
Anyway, point is, would
What
you,
are we at, by the way?
we're at, okay?
You're not
we're
supposed
at.
to
sorry. I
ask.
know. I was
You
just.
you're not supposed to
I
ask.
was just curious.
We're
I'm
at-
sorry.
We'll know when we know.
We'll get we
Do
get there
you-
when we
do
get
you
there.
want the celebrity hair?
No.
No, I don't know.
I'm
No.
not keeping their hair.
What about?
You want their hair?
Honestly, if it's like DNA tested and approved, that'd be kind of cool because there was that one time where, French Revolution, someone has like they put like after they chopped off like King Louis's head or whatever, they have like fabric of like his blood, and then like they put it in a jar sealed tight, and it was like just recently someone like tried auctioning it for like couple $1 million, and like they DNA tested it, and they're like, yeah, this shit is real.
King Louis?
Can we clone him?
King.
I mean, in theory, yeah.
I mean, he started the French.
Oh, here you go. Blood handkerchief. Here you go. DNA links bloody handkerchief to French king's execution.
That's
Oh, this
fucking
is a way back. This is a throwback in 2013. I did not hear about
But
this.
also,
Yeah,
someone
you're-
has this guy who owns like a lot of old shit, like antique and like really cool antiques, mainly like books and stuff. He has a first edition of J.R.R. Tolkien's
A Song of Ice and Fire.
Did you know that
Lord of the Rings.
speaking of like DNA tracing,
George R.R. Martin.
George
oh my
R.R. Martin,
God.
that one.
God
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Damn
whatever,
it,
same thing.
Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. R.R. Martin is. So which one was it? Lord of the Rings or
No, J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings.
J.R.R. Martin is Game
George-
of Thrones. R.R. Martin is Game of Thrones.
Yes, okay,
R.R.
but what I'm that's not the point. He also has
Which
in it-
one? Which he are we talking about?
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, he has a first edition of Lord of the Rings, signed by J.R.R. Tolkien. But
Martin.
he has a lock of George Washington's hair,
didn't he lose a lot of his hair? Wasn't he wearing
which I
like, a
thought was
wig
kind of cool.
for like a long time? Speaking of like DNA tracing, did you know that when the CIA
God,
went to the
please.
Russians to
Please.
collect Hitler's body, that the DNA that they got from it said it was from a woman?
Yeah,
And
we
that
yes,
they
this
have,
has
like,
always
that
been
was-
a rumor.
Yeah. Well, it's not a rumor; it's proof. They said it
Well,
that
yeah.
they did not have Hitler's body.
No, they do you think they'd give us Hitler's body? Hitler's fucking body's somewhere in the Kremlin or no, that's Russia. It's somewhere in Germany. They have his body stored in an airtight sealed tank
With his
slowly
head
de-
in an ice block.
Yeah,
Like what they did to
they'd
Disney.
never give us exactly. You know who they gave us? They gave us Ava Braun's body.
Probably.
They're waiting. They're waiting
That's what
to
people
put.
think. That's what people say.
They're waiting to put Hitler's head on a robot body and bring back the
And
Third
then they'll
Reich.
have Disney and Hitler, and they'd be like best friends.
Walt Disney.
Yeah.
You never heard that he's a fascist?
Is Walt Disney a fascist?
Walt Disney's
He
like
was,
a
super racist.
Yeah.
Well,
dude.
yeah, I know that, but was he a fascist though? That's completely different from
mean,
being a
Well,
racist.
Well, let's
Not
add it
in
to the
today's
list.
day
Why
and
not?
age.
Yeah, he might as well be.
Yeah. We can claim
If
anything as
we-
anything. Any
It's
now.
the internet.
But
Would you guys want a pyramid made of 1,785 bowling balls?
Yes.
It's like 8 foot tall.
What? That's it? How many bowling balls did you say it was?
1,000. I don't
This
know.
is like at least a 40-foot tall thing.
Pyramid.
That is basically exponential. Because it's like, if you do like the pyramid thing where it's like 1, then there's 9, then there's 16.
This is the photo I found. That's it. That's
that's on.
How high up is he?
How many bowling balls?
No, get that other picture. Get that first one. All the way on the left. Yeah, get that first one. There we go.
Oh, that is a lot of bowling balls.
Okay.
1,785. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I got.
okay.
Okay.
It's like
So a little more
it's
than
like-
8 feet.
It's like 8 foot tall.
No.
9 foot tall.
No, that's like a 6 foot. That's a grown man. Call him 6 foot.
He's not even standing up straight.
Almost.
Put him on the ground, stand him up straight. He's
That's
probably
like
like a
12 feet.
You guys just had like
Okay.
a you guys
Like a
just
good
had
10
a
feet.
moment
A
that
good
felt
10
like
feet.
Nick and Schmidt.
What do you mean?
Like you guys just had a Nick and Schmidt moment.
I'm getting you. Well, one day,
Schmidt, Nick,
you know who used to say that I was.
and then
Nick?
you've only told me every time I brought it up.
Okay,
and
so
then
the
I-
pyramid of bowling balls.
Yeah, sure, I'll take
Yes.
it. I mean, can I knock it over? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be yeah.
I just want to like roll a
That's
bowling
the only
ball
reason
into
I
it and
want
have
it.
him,
That's
like,
the only reason I want it. Yeah, for sure.
I want to
think
put it on the
Justin
top of a
agrees.
building with a lightning rod and have it get struck by lightning.
Just bowling balls
Yeah.
raining out of the sky.
I want to hit it with a car. See what happens?
The car
wanna-
would the car would eat shit. The
Oh
car-
yeah, for sure. But that's the point.
I want to like get it on like a platform and then like tilt it and roll it off a building
How
And just
about
onto a
Smash everyone?
are
trampoline.
you guys envious of Sigurdur, a what Reykjavik? That's the country of what? That's the capital of what country? The country you want to go to.
Reykjavik?
Does it matter?
Probably.
It's Norway, Iceland, one of those far eastern
Reykjavik,
super
probably
white.
like Norway.
No, one of those two. He has a quote phallus museum with
No.
282
No.
phallus specimens of 93
No,
different species
No.
and 350
no,
artistically phallic objects.
No. I don't want a bunch of cocks.
Why not?
It's a cock museum.
Do you want a cock museum, Damien?
He has a cock museum.
He has a
Yeah,
cock
but
museum.
do you want a cock museum? Do you-
William blank blank,
Does it
owner of
come-
the cock museum. That
Does
has
it
a
come-
ring to
I
it.
don't want that
Do I
to be
get
my
the whole-
legacy.
do I get the whole building?
No, just the cock collection.
I don't
Just
get.
the
I don't
cocks.
get the pre-made museum.
So then
it's gonna
someone-
get shipped to me in boxes, and I have to remake my own museum.
Same thing with the chairs. You open the door, cocks just everywhere.
If it was in like a museum
It
type of
belongs in a
collection,
museum.
then
Justin,
I would take it. But
do
if
you
I just
want the
get it,
cock
like,
museum?
His opinion is especially important on this matter.
Do you want the cock museum?
No.
The gay man says no. The cock museum's not worth it.
Nobody wants the cock museum.
I would. If I
What
get,
the fuck?
I
You
gotta-
want the cock museum?
Let me explain. I want to get the I want to get the building though.
You said you don't get the building.
Then I don't want it.
Are
I'll
you
take
sure?
it if I get the building with it.
because you seem
I
pretty.
want it like
I
want it like
I'll
in an
throw-
establishment.
I'll throw you a lease for a little fucking warehouse.
No, I want the building that it's like stored
In
in.
Norway.
Okay,
I
well,
can't ship it. I can't ship a building.
At least you can.
I can ship what's inside. Anyway,
They did that in the
Um,
movie Up. Remember?
Yeah,
You can do it.
Flew it from like America to like the middle of like South America.
now, in my opinion, the most interesting, unique, and the collection I want the most for sure is from a doctor named Cavalier Jackson, and he has a collection from over 75 years of his career in the medical world.
Does he have teeth?
He has
Don't you
a
fucking
collection
say
of
it.
various things he took out of patients. Not their, yeah, just in general. So I'm sure there's some butt stuff, but the website didn't say. But he says, quote, the collection has a wide variety of nails, screws, buttons, toys, dentures, padlocks, rosaries, crucifixes, a squirrel vertebrae, and a miniature trumpet. All
Well, he
things.
took these out of people.
He is the
I
general
thought
surgeon.
you were gonna say like he had like a bunch of organs.
That's
and
what I
stuff.
thought.
What the fuck? No.
He was playing
The way you
frickin-
worded that.
Oh, did
What's
I?
that one game where you take the
Oh,
pictures?
Surgeon
Operation?
Hanson-
Yeah,
Hanson.
dude. He was.
Operation.
You sound like that. You're telling me that this man played Operation on people
Okay,
and
wait, wait,
literally
wait,
took
wait,
out
wait,
like
wait,
a bunch
wait,
of
wait,
gimmicky
wait.
Took out
stuff.
things.
Took things out of where?
The body.
The body.
The things people swallowed, things you got a fucking nail in your hand on a worksite accident, things he just had to.
He's allowed to just do that?
He did it.
He did it. It's a collection. He has.
No,
his
I
own-
don't. I don't want
He
this.
died.
No, that
You don't
is
want
so
that?
Weird.
Gross.
That's so weird.
So nasty. I'm gonna get like an infection. What do you think?
I think
I think that's cool as shit.
I think
I
that's
want
the
that.
grossest thing.
Of a whole collection of things that you've surgically removed.
gonna do with it?
Remember, that's your legacy. I took these things.
though. You took their stuff.
I took these many foreign objects out of people.
took it out of someone. Because you didn't do this. You said we were gonna be given their collection. So you're telling me you're gonna get the collection of this?
But yeah, I can. He did it. It's still, in my opinion, a triumph of human collectionism. That's a word.
what fascinates me was when you said a literal squirrel vertebrae.
That was part of the list on the website. A squirrel vertebrae,
Why was it in
a crucifix, and a small
A
trumpet.
crucifix makes sense, but a squirrel vertebrae?
It was definitely up his ass.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was some priest who was like, "It's gotta go up the ass."
No, the vertebrae.
Oh,
You know what that is? The spine.
well, yeah. I thought.
He didn't take a squirrel out of somebody. He took a squirrel vertebrae. You know what it probably was?
Someone was letting that shit simmer.
I was about to say somebody probably ate it. Ate a squirrel.
That's gross.
And it got sick, yeah.
That's gross. But no, I thought you were talking about the crucifix. The crucifix was up his ass
Oh,
for sure.
duh.
No, for sure.
Injected.
They stabbed him with the fucking crucifix. They take off the
Oh,
end and then go.
the surgical removal is him digging his hand into the wound and just taking it out.
that's
No, but
metal.
no, but that crucifix was definitely up the ass, right?
Dude, I was when
crucifix was up
when
there.
in the
Yeah,
Mario
for sure.
movie when the Bowser ship shows up, I turned to Tiago and I went, "Bro, that's so metal." And then they zoomed into the building and they were literally
Playing
playing metal,
loud
and
music?
I was like, "Come, Tiago!" I literally.
I
Come
told you it's a good movie.
It was
Anyway,
a great movie.
They're gonna have to have like a Luigi's Mansion movie, right? That'd be so cool.
they played with that idea a little.
That would be so
Yeah,
cool.
they-
Out of those
fucked with it.
collections.
And King Boo was at his wedding.
You're really caught up on the King Boo thing.
I want his King Boo's cool.
I want the Joker
Name
cards.
the three.
I want.
No,
I
name-
just want one. I want the hot sauce.
I want the Joker cards and
All
then
I
the
want
hot
is the hot
sauce, and then the butt stuff.
The collection I said was cool.
I want the hot sauce, bowling balls,
Or
and
the
tiny
cock stuff.
chairs.
You decide.
Hot sauce, bowling ball, and
And
what?
the tiny chairs.
Tiny cheese.
Because now I'm thinking about this, that's hilarious. The more I think about it, I want the tiny chairs.
If the famous people stuff is actually real, both of them,
The autographs and the hair.
yeah. That
Oh, yeah,
can make
repl-
banger money.
Replace my
And
bowling
then I
balls with
just-
that.
And then I just have the Joker collection.
Joker color.
I like him. I like the Joker cards.
All right. Now we finally found some even ground. We know what good collecting is, and we know what good art is. My episodes are very informative.
They also get no
Introspective.
views. Maybe this one will.
Hopefully.
Leave
No,
a
the-
like.
We now have 3 episodes with 100 views.
Slowly making.
And this
our
is
way up there.
episode 13.
Is it? No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're
One
just
of
not
the-
talking
okay,
about it.
an
We're just not
episode
talking
had
about
to
it.
be removed
We're just not talking about
for
it.
copyright reasons.
We're not talking about it.
Episodes 11.
It was such a fun episode.
It was
too.
alright.
And like
it was
I,
very
the whole
boring.
time I knew.
I kind of
Whatever.
it was gonna happen. It's fine. Episode 10, then 12, 11 will be
Gone. Just if
maybe
you,
one
if
day.
you
if
were
it-
there to enjoy it,
Why is it-
savor the memory.
It only had like 10 views because it was copyright
Actually,
strikes.
that reminds me. It's you. You told me. Wasn't there a YouTuber or Markiplier did something for over the summer or throughout the whole year, and then he deleted every video.
Yeah, Unis
Unis
Honest.
Honest.
Yeah, he
Is
did.
that what it's
It was
called?
one. It's Unis Honest 1 year,
Yeah.
and then Memento Mori was there.
Remember death.
Remember death, because when your time is up, it's up, and that was the whole idea. What the channel is. When 1 year was gone, everything was gone, and you're never gonna. I mean, people have.
Re-uploaded.
But
it,
they
but
tried
I-
to
I
take them
won't.
down as best as they
Yeah,
can.
and I won't watch them. I won't. Watch
Yeah, I
them.
refused it to.
I missed out on a call. I missed out on like probably a good 20, or no, not 20. Like out of the 365, I probably missed out on like 60 of them, because they said like the later ones got really boring because they ran out of ideas.
I've never seen. I have no idea.
Me
Would,
never
would,
will.
would you approve of my watching them through those re-uploads?
Okay, if you watched
No.
yeah, you
No.
weren't there.
The whole
The whole point was you were there.
the whole reason that you even were a part of Unis Honest was that you were there to witness them. If you didn't witness them,
Then
there's
you
no point.
Yeah, then you.
It's like, think about it, right?
you
All right,
weren't there
guys,
to see
gatekeep.
Michael.
That's fine.
You weren't there to
no,
see
no, no.
Elvis, Michael Jackson.
No,
I
no.
never got to see Dale Earnhardt
Listen,
race.
listen.
I wasn't there.
Listen,
You've seen the clips.
wait,
But I wasn't there.
wait. I have memories that I have told you about
Really?
of my family in Tennessee or whatever, right? You weren't there for those memories. You only get to view it through my expression,
Point of view.
point of view, ideas, speaking, language, English,
Very difficult.
all of that. You don't get to actually view the memory visually.
Maybe
I'm
one
getting
day
held up
I
at
can
gunpoint.
tell you what
You
happened
get what I'm
in
saying,
those
though?
episodes.
Maybe. Yeah. Obviously.
So then, yeah, you're not allowed to watch it.
All right.
You're
Do not
supposed to
watch it.
learn
We got
from
to the bottom
you're
of that
supposed
real
to
quick.
Wasn't-
learn
wasn't-
from the
okay,
series.
I
the whole
heard-
series was to learn that not.
How
never-
can I learn if I
nothing-
wasn't there to learn it?
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Is if you weren't there, then you weren't there.
I thought of something that I thought I heard this from something, but I think this was my own idea. Which is crazy, right? Ideas, whatever.
You have ideas.
I was thinking, what if
That's
someone
first.
made like a really good blockbuster movie, like perfect movie, great story, like a Inception or Interstellar type.
Oh, like
deep-
And it like
Waterworld.
came out only in theaters.
and it only came out in theaters.
Well, they
and
always
it was
say that.
and it was
bullshit.
gone,
and it was gone forever.
and they never re-released
They
it.
never released it in, and
They
so
should
who?
have done that with Endgame.
No, what I'm like.
No.
So whoever was there to see it in the time that it was in theaters got that experience, got to see that beautiful film, but it was just gone after that.
Better
And you
be
just
good,
have the
'cause they're-
memory of
They're
it.
gonna have to make all their money on that one go.
But they usually do on box office.
If it's
If it's good enough.
if it's a
Mario
sequel.
movie in its first day made $300 million in the
That
box
doesn't
office.
surprise
First
me.
weekend, not
First
day.
weekend.
About Mario movie sales.
No.
I don't know.
What do you think of the Unis Honest thing then? Like,
Yeah, you saw it obviously. What?
yeah, it was cool, right?
I'll be completely honest. I knew about it since I'm an avid Markiplier watcher, but I did not start watching it until there was like only a month left. And
Yeah.
yeah, I regret not staying with them because like I'm also trying to stay true to like not watching the re-uploads because they definitely started as soon as the day came and they deleted everything. Re-uploads everywhere.
Yeah, I remember like specifically like setting an alarm for the day that they because they had a stream and it was like at like 10, it was like 11 o'clock and that like, or I think at 12, and when it hit 12 the day ended, that they were gonna delete everything. I remember like waking up when I was there for when the
the
channel
final
ended.
live stream?
Yeah, the final like 20
Goodbye,
minutes
yeah.
of like, it was like, all right, like this is it, and like, all right, bye.
Dude,
and then
that
it was gone.
goodbye was
I remember
crazy.
it was pretty cool.
yeah.
It was a cool
Emotional.
experience.
I'm
Yeah.
glad.
That's why I think they should do that for a movie. I think that would be really an amazing thing.
Well, they always add only in theaters, and then a week
But
later.
but that's because it's only in theaters
When it comes
until
out.
they put it into DVD or whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously,
It's coming
So
soon.
that's what
The
I'm saying.
DVD.
I miss that. I popped in my old original, not original,
And
but
you
my
got the
old.
entire Disney layout, the previews. that
Yeah,
they
The,
used to
it
put.
was Cars 1.
Fast
I
Play or
put on-
whatever, and it
Ah.
skips the all the trailers.
Fuck Tinkerbell.
Dude, what's the beginning thing? Magic awaits.
Oh.
What's the first thing he says? It was like
Oh,
magic awaits, and then
oh, I thought you were talking about when they do the Disney thing and they have all the clips from
Yeah.
all the Disney movies,
Yeah.
and he's like, "We have our heading. Here we go."
dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
And it shows all their movie clips.
Yeah. In a world, or
Yeah.
some man, like I remember
it's
hearing
the,
a man's
it's the voice. It's,
It's
the
that
movie
guy.
trailer voice.
Oh,
It's
dude,
the guy.
when we went and saw John Wick, there is the next movie that's being made by those people. Remember the direct, and then it was that, and they had the
Sisu.
yeah, and it had that voice guy. Remember?
Did it?
Wasn't it that movie?
I don't think it was that.
One of the
movie.
movies had the cool guy voice. And
Yeah,
we were
I
like,
do
bro,
remember-
it's been a long
Yeah,
time since
I
we've seen a
forgot-
movie
I forgot
with
what
cool
it
guy
was, but
voice.
yeah, I do remember that. Honestly, that was most of what I had planned today. That was.
I didn't think it would last.
Well, no,
Sauce?
not hot sauce. You have to create a new thing now
Why?
for wing sauce, because somebody brought wing sauce.
It's hot sauce. It's wing sauce.
I thought that
does
bottle
it
was glass
matter?
this entire time, and he
It's
moved it, and I
plastic.
went. I felt so dumb.
Does
Wow, I'm not a smart person.
Does it matter?
At times, well, it matters.
It
that
says
it's not-
Moore's marinades and sauces, so it's a sauce.
Okay, let's just fucking try it. Yeah, it's buffalo, so it's gonna be
Buffalo
a
I have
lot.
to put this down.
No, mute the mic. You can mute it.
I have the other one. I have the other one. Hold it.
He does.
A spoonful of
Also,
sugar.
last
helps
episode
the
I was supposed to be in that
medicine
seat,
go
and I didn't
down.
realize until we were already sitting.
Oh,
so I'm
that's-
in the seat again, and then I'll be in the chair next episode.
Maybe that one won't be deleted. Actually, it was privated.
Same diff.
Oh yeah, do you consent to eating this buffalo sauce with us?
I actually like spicy food.
Oh, okay, cool.
I would have brought some real stuff.
I told
no,
you.
no, I don't want my bowels to disintegrate again.
I said it. Subscribe.
Have you heard about the really hot sauce that we tried that one time?
I remember Tiago was complaining about it on Snapchat to me. He was like, "Yo, I would do something tonight, but I'm dying in the bathroom."
I was puking for 15 minutes after the park, just literally hugging the
You guys are a
toilet.
bunch of babies. I was good after like 2 minutes.
I hate you.
This
Anyways,
is
oh, hot
Alright.
sauce.
just.
Did
Make
you
it-
ever get that thing?
Did you unmute?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
That's buffalo wing sauce.
Yep, that's exactly what that is.
It's good.
That was not a hot sauce.
This is the last hot sauce I ever bring.
Can we change?
God
Can we
damn it.
change what we do at the end of episodes?
Can we change it to, instead of hot sauce, what do we just do, like
Sauce.
sauce? And
I'm
then
down
I'll
with it.
bring.
Then we can do
bunch of
condiments and shit,
sauces.
like zesty sauce from Burger King or Chick
Okay,
Fil A
that's still
sauce.
spicy. Zesty is another word for spicy.
I could bring like
Let's
submarine.
pour red hot pepper flakes onto our mouths. Why don't we?
Into
That's
our
nothing.
eyes and just.
I'll start. You know what? We'll change it. We'll create just the sauce section.
All
That's
right.
what we'll call it. Sauce section.
All right. Yeah, I'm outvoted
Hey.
2-1 here. So
All right.
next episode.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Next
we
episode,
did that well.
we
That's what
have-
it
That will
was
be now.
about.
All right. We'll have the sauce
Okay,
section.
now you really have to change the banner. Not
It's
like
good.
actually.
I'm gonna in the edit. I'll put
Just cross it
cross
out,
out
dude.
sought and yeah.
That's good. I like that. Where's the here? Somebody, Justin, you do the honors. Point
Yeah,
that
so
way.
so when we say that was the Lights Out podcast, and then
And this
we'll
is
turn
Lights
off
Out.
all the lights.
that was.
The
All right,
light-
you ready? We'll,
Oh, wait.
We'll do a trial run.
What do you think of the Lights Out podcast? Did you enjoy it?
It was fun talking. To be honest, I don't really.
He what he genuinely really is. He is more of a midder than Damien and I.
What?
I understand. I get it because
He doesn't know what that
It's
is.
my favorite
do you mind?
pastime.
Do you mind elaborating on what that is?
we should do that next podcast.
It takes
Okay,
2 seconds.
Midding is essentially where you are in a group or a crowd setting. You're in a crowd setting, and your social batteries kind of run low, and you're just kind of done. But you are still want to be there, but you kind of just exclude yourself and just watch and listen and just be.
Oh, society edging.
Society edging.
We mentioned this.
Yes, society.
he
Society edges.
he doesn't know it yet, but anyway. Well, okay, we're gonna do a practice run. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, lights out podcast, and then you're gonna pretend to press that so you get the time.
Or we can just do it once.
No.
I think
Okay.
this is a pretty simple
3,
thing.
We always fuck it up. Let's
2,
just do it. That was the Lights
All right,
Out
ready?
podcast.
This was
Thank
the
you.
Lights Out podcast. Ready,
Okay,
set,
okay,
hit
that was
the
a
off.
good,
Okay,
good
okay.
practice run. Good practice run. All right, now we're doing it for real.
Okay,
Ready?
okay,
Thank you
power
for
towards
watching
them, towards
the
them.
Lights Out podcast. We'll see you next time.
Woo!
Tiago.
I didn't know it was.
You
I
fucked
didn't
it
know
up.
it was
Messed
both.
it up.
I didn't